Okay, everybody, welcome back to this evening's midweek movie show, our review of the year. Now, it's not just about what Mel and I have seen at the cinema this year. It's also been about what you've been buying on DVD, on Blu-ray, on various other services that you can buy things on. And who better to talk to from somebody from the British Association of Screen Entertainment? Yasmin Navard, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm all right. Yes, pleased. I think to get to the end of 2021. It's been an up and down year for movies and for cinema. But this list in itself is quite a quite an interesting list when you look back on what we've been watching over the last 12 months.
Exactly. It's a real mix as well of films. I think there's something in there for everyone. I feel like everyone's clearly been loving films. It's been a bit of escapism for everyone. So yeah, there's a real mix in terms of family films. There's DC, there's Marvel. Yeah, there's something for everyone.
There is, and it's I think actually, if you were even just going to sprinkle genres across, I've spotted the odd horror movie in there. Quiet Place Part Two is was a fantastic film. You've got your big monster film in Godzilla versus Kong, which was trailed for so long, and then like you say, there's equal representation really between the DC and Marvel universes. It's is it that we're just trying out lots of different things? Do you think, or
I think so. And I mean, we are maybe spending a little bit more time at home, especially over the next couple of months. So I think it is just everyone watching different films to suit their mood as well. I think you might have an evening where it's the whole family, you're bringing everyone together, you're getting some popcorn in and everyone wants to watch that. So Peter Rabbit 2 would be perfect for that. At the same time, you might have another night where it's date night and actually Black Widow might work perfectly for that. So I think it's just choosing something that fits the mood and sets the evening for what you're after.
Now I've got to say that I've made it. I've got to. This is one sort of. How am I going to put this? I'm going to rephrase that because I'm going to edit that mumble out. You forced our hand a little bit on this because of the fact that Peter Rabbit 2 has come in at number one. We managed to avoid seeing Peter Rabbit 2 at the cinema for the zillion weeks it was in the top 10, but people have bought it in their droves, haven't they?
They have, yeah. It's number one, so it was the most popular film of 2021. So I think it is, the first one did incredibly well as well. I think that was really popular, and I think maybe it was a case of not getting to see it at the cinema and so watching it at home, or seeing it at cinema and loving it. And I think the great thing about owning content, owning these films, is that you're able to watch them again and again and again. And I think especially with kids, that's definitely something that they like doing when they enjoy a film.
It is. I'm almost expecting that next year's list, the Paw Patrol movie, will be in this top 10 because that was the one that hung around for a very, very long time as well. They've got such a power. I mean, there's some films in here. Fast and Furious 9. It was ludicrous, and it was so ludicrous we absolutely loved it. Do you think those? Do you think that this is going to be a case? There's a lot of sequels in here. There's, obviously the Wonder Woman's continuing a franchise, Justice League continuing, DC and Marvel continuing their franchises. Is that the way things are going now? We're looking mostly for these franchise films.
I think it's a bit of a mix. So I think there's absolutely going to be some new films out there, but I think we know that people love these different franchises. We know that the new Spider-Man has done incredibly well at the cinema, and so I think that's going to be a really big film for the next year as well. We know that Dune has also done really well, and that was quite a new film, even though it was a remake. But again, we know that people love that story, and so I think there definitely will be more of those franchises that people love and want to watch again and again. And I think being a fan of something as well really means that you probably want to own that, and you probably want to own that either on Blu-ray to watch it in the best way possible, or digital download so that you can just watch it whenever you fancy watching it. So I think it's owning those films that you really love and want to watch again and share it with the people that you love as well. So I think that's what we're going to see over the next year.
And as a fan yourself, this top 10, when it came out, was there something that you thought, yeah, I'm glad that made it in? I really enjoyed that one this year.
I think I loved Black Widow. I think that was really, really great. I think Scarlett Johansson was incredible in that, as was Florence as well. So I feel like that one, very happy that made it to the top 10. I think A Quiet Place 2 as well. I mean, the first one, I saw that multiple times at the cinema. and was great. And so I was really happy to see that, the second one of that as well in the top 10. And I think that's something that I could just watch multiple times, because it just, you're able to escape a little bit, you're able to just get into that world, and it completely takes you away from everything.
A Quiet Place too. I've got fond memories of sitting in a cinema and somebody rustling some crisps, but everybody knew about it because it's such a quiet film. It's an amazing film. And like you say, Black Widow, and there's the crossover, I think, now into Disney Plus as well. We're getting more Florence. We're getting more of the Black Widow story coming out in the Hawkeye series as well. Lots of crossover there as well. It's been absolutely fantastic to talk to you, Yasmin. And we're going to play out with some Greatest Showman, bit of Hugh Jackman. How is Greatest Showman still in this list, even years after it was first released?
It's one of those classics. Everyone loves it. Everyone I speak to absolutely loves that film. And I think the music is brilliant as well. And I think everyone loves that. And I think, again, it's one of those films that you can just pop on and watch as a family, or if you have friends coming over, you can watch it and have a bit of a sing along. And so I think that's why it's just made it to the top 10 again, even though it's been out for years. I think it is just something that brings everyone together, and everyone loves singing along to the different songs as well. So I think that's probably what it is.
Well, it's a perfect way to finish off the show this evening, to sing along to The Greatest Showman. Yasmin Nawal from the British Association of Screen Entertainment, thank you very much. Here's a bit of Hugh Jackman.